Alright folks, so it's the morning. I got this Hume X body scale that does body composition, and I've been using it for, I don't know, about a week now, and it'll show your metabolic age. See if I can focus. Skeletal mass, body fat percent, lean mass. I mean, it tells you everything. Visceral fat index, skeletal mass, your body water percentage. So I'm going to step on the scale this morning, and then we're going to go to the lab today to test to see if this scale is accurate. So let's go.
Head is going to be up here. Sorry, otherwise. Perfect. And then arms down by your.
A nice nap.
Yeah.
So is that what you guys are doing on the podcast?
Okay. Alright, so we made it. We have the results in our hands.
Yeah. I'm still nervous.
And we have...
I was nervous during the whole thing.
Were you?
Yes.
I was so tired.
I was nervous this morning. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get scanned today.
Dude.
What's it going to tell me?
I was a zombie walking into that.
You were cooked.
Yeah, it was hot today.
Oh.
So my bike workout, I was sweating. Because
yes.
we got...
Both.
I bought a Hume scale. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. The ads are going insane on social media right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see them too?
No.
Why am I seeing them?
Because it knows you're interested.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
And it knows I'm a buyer.
Right.
But anyway, this scale is pretty cool. You know, it's got a handle you pull up and hold on to, and it spits out your weight, your metabolic age, skeletal mass, body fat percentage, and a whole lot more. So, I don't know. Should we look at this one first?
What am I doing wrong? Did you allow everything?
I don't know. You have an Android.
Do you allow everything?
So as John's figuring that out, I'll talk through mine.
Oh, I'm getting a health score.
Oh.
What does it think about you?
Okay, so
I think you're a nice person.
this morning I weighed 175.3 pounds. Would you stop trying to talk?
What are we measuring?
What?
Oh, right, body composition. I'm sorry.
All right, as soon as John stops yapping in his mouth.
Do continue.
Kendra, can you whack him over?
I need to be disciplined. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ripping through it.
All right, wait.
175.3, BMI 23.2, which is, who knows. Body fat percent, 9.4%. Body fat mass is 16.6 pounds. So that must mean
fat
what
mass. That's how much body fat
I have
mass.
carrying around.
Okay.
Lean mass, 159.1 pounds. I don't know how to say that. Some continuous fat mass, 14.4. I don't even know what that means.
Subcutaneous.
Subcutaneous.
Like under the skin.
Yeah.
Oh, under the
around
skin.
your organs and stuff.
Okay, cool. Visceral fat, 3.
Or maybe that was the organ one.
Skeletal muscle mass, 110 pounds. Body water percentage. This fluxes, I think, especially how hydrated you are.
Right, and this was
I was
this
on
morning?
the lower end, yeah, this morning. But it's 72.4%.
Gosh, dude. This app just takes you in.
Metabolic age, 24 years old. And I'm 32, so I'm a young buck.
Yeah.
Resting heart rate,
24.
resting heart rate's weird because I walk upstairs and my heart rate gets jacked. So 78, but body cell mass, 114.4 pounds.
What was that?
Body cell mass, 114.4. I'll go next.
All right.
All right.
I don't even know where we read this.
Yeah, I know. We're like,
Is he total? It's
by the
interesting.
WHO classification.
You're so I think that's body fat percent, right?
That is body fat percent.
Mine's reading at 12.6.
What was it on the other one?
I've been consistently at 9,
Oh,
9.5.
that's different.
That is different, which is a bummer because yours is closer.
Mine was 17 on this reading, right?
Yeah.
17.8 versus 18.8.
Yep. Everyone can train a high volume. When I say everyone, you could if you prioritized it. But for high performance, it's not as simple as just putting in high volume. You have to put in strategic work. Hard work. Smart work. And I know that sounds annoying. Kinda is. Because it's vague. It's like, well, how hard do I work? Because you youngins, I was there, and you hear it, and it takes volume and hard work. You throttle yourselves and you get injured. But you know what? That's part of figuring it out, you know? It's part of learning about yourself and becoming stronger and more confident in your abilities. I think some failure is good to go through. So anyway, for me, it's been a big day of training and just running around. And as I'm going to the pool, you know, I could waste my time here with an easy 4K swim set, or I could be very deliberate with my time in here and actually put in some work that is going to push the needle forward. And today isn't threshold in the pool, it's not anything like that, but it's aerobic endurance. So, you know, I could in theory go do 4 by a kilometer, get out of the pool. But what's that really doing for me? Not much. So instead, I'm gonna break it into a nice easy warm up, and then a preset with some drills, IM, just get the body moving and awake. And then I'm gonna do some various 200s, 300s, 400s on a pace interval, target interval, just coming in, feeling good, getting a good aerobic stimulus today. Short cool down, and that'll be the set. And then we eat, and then we do it again tomorrow. Everything needs to be deliberate. Ride the high volume wave, put in the hard work, and that's what we're doing to get into that PTO top 100, baby. Just keep training, keep after it. I'm here living out TA's motto, which is race with everything, built on the belief that anything can be trained, and we're inspiring belief and action, belief and action, belief in action. So I'm taking action. I'm not gonna waste my time in this pool. I'm going in, I'm gonna be a world champion swimmer today. Let's go check it out. Auto battery 1%, but I'm ending the day with some pizza. So, all this body fat percent crap got me hungry. When you're training a face off, you gotta eat. So, more on this later, but yeah, talk to you later. Dylan out. All right, so we made it to the end of the video. Now we're like 2.5 weeks, 16 or 17 days past that DEXA Scan result, and before I took that those measurements, I had started focusing on my nutrition and eating 2 weeks prior. So I think I started at like 178 pounds, just about. So I'd lost a few pounds before I took the DEXA Scan, and I wasn't yet dialed in on my nutrition. So part of this whole journey, it's like, okay, why are we doing this? And the answer is simply, we are chasing high performance. So how can I optimize? How can I be eating good foods, feeling strong and powerful, and optimize Dylan to race at the highest level he can? And I feel like if you aren't looking at all the areas of your life, you're leaving stuff on the table. And I'm just not talented enough to not dig into everything. So that's, part of why I'm doing this. So anyway, 2.5 weeks later, I weigh 172.3 pounds now. And my body Hume Pod is saying I'm 9.3% body fat, which is the lowest reading I've seen it tell me in shootout. So, and I'm really close to 170 pounds, which is my goal weight. And I'm going to see how I feel there. I haven't been there since 2015 when I was eating vegetarian, and now I'm eating meat and good foods. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to get there. What I've done to lose this weight is I downloaded an app and pay for the yearly subscription called MyFitnessPal. So you can scan barcodes, you can take a picture of your food, and it'll spit out all the nutrients. I think it's close enough. Some meals are, how do you know? But my goal with getting to my goal weight is being at a 500 calorie deficit each day. And when I started logging all my food, it was very interesting because I didn't realize how much I was underfueling every day. So, on my big 4-hour training days, I would be, 6,000 calories in a deficit. Or not 6,000 calories in a deficit. I would be burning that much throughout the day. So I'd be in like a deficit of 1,500 calories, or sometimes even 1,800 calories, which is just way too much, especially when you're focusing on performance each day in training. So if you show up to training a limp noodle, you're going to train like a limp noodle. And if you train like a limp noodle, you're going to race like a limp noodle. So anyway, the 500 calorie deficit was the goal. And what I'm finding is it's a lot harder than you think, because each day you may not be training quite as much, and some days you will be training more. And then it's finding that balance of foods and knowing what to eat and making sure your macros are within the ranges they need to be. So my targets, I don't really care about fat too much, but my protein target for me is 170 to 220 grams of protein. And that's kind of what I've been hovering around, is that 170 to 220. Am I absorbing 220? I don't know, but I'd rather eat a little bit more protein because it's filling. and I just want to make sure that my muscles are recovering from the tasks that I'm asking it to do each day. And then the most important one, aside from protein, is carbohydrates. So I try to get in on my big days 600 to 800 grams of carbohydrates in a day. And it's an ongoing journey. I mean, it's been 2 weeks, and I'm just trying to take notes of how I'm feeling in training. Am I performing well? Do I feel tired after? Am I having big, swoops and dips and energy? So I'm thinking about all these things, and I'm learning a lot. I was certainly under fueling, and I probably have been most of my triathlon career, which you always wonder. And I find it fascinating, when you eat more, you actually burn weight quicker. So if you're not so much of in a deficit, if you're in a 2,000 calorie deficit, like, your body's going to start holding on to things. But if you're in like that 500 or 1,000 calorie deficit, depending on your weight loss goals throughout the week, I think your body operates more efficiently, and it is actually the way to lose weight. And if you want to lose weight healthily, I don't think you can do it without an app of some sort that's telling you how many calories you're taking in and how many you're burning through exercise. So very interesting results. We're I'm close to 170. I think I'm going to try to, I have Santa Cruz coming up in a few weeks. I'm not going to try to lose any more weight after next week, just so I can be topped off and energized to the max. But I think I'll probably get to 171 before Santa Cruz. And yeah, I just got to keep focusing on training and pushing training numbers to how I want to race. And anyway, so it's been good. I'm eating my lasagna here. What else did I miss? But maybe my encouragement or message to you guys is, you're probably under eating and you should probably eat more, especially in your big days when you're training for 4 to 6 hours a day. Just think how many meals you're missing. So yeah, it's been eye-opening, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll keep them coming. I plan to have more training. This was kind of more talking, but anyway, that's what we do. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.